Do you pick? So let me see how objective you are. Do you pick the Cowboys every single year?
No, absolutely not.
No. Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
We can barely solidify a spot in the playoffs, man.
Okay.
So
all right.
Look, I'm a fan, but I gotta keep it real.
Gotcha. I was so mad. I came into the barbershop with all my Cowboy stuff.
Without it?
With it.
Okay.
And was giving it away.
No.
And said, who wants it? It's that. But explain to Diego just how crazy it will be if the Dallas Cowboys are in the Super Bowl.
Oh, look, social media will probably blow up, man. And if the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl, you will see so many Cowboy fans come out of the woodworks and remember that they are a Cowboys fan. I promise you that.
You might see me.
Yeah. Hey, your dad might go get some new gear, man. You know?
Yeah, man. Oh, those are fire.
Courtesy of Pick'em Pros.
That's right.
Like and subscribe.
This is former Chicago Bear Desmond Clark. And y'all hear me on many podcasts, but when y'all hear me on Pick'em Pros, y'all know it's all about family. This ain't just business.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Derrick Thompson.
And I'm Diego Thompson.
And who are we?
We're the Pick'em Pros.
We are the Pick'em Pros coming back at you in the house with a special show today. This is a new show that we have here. You know about who you got. You know about our NBA show. You know about all that stuff. This is something new, special for our subscribers, for our fans. This is called Fandom, whole new playlist. This is episode 1 of our new show. We are here with our boy, Jonny O. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, it is great to have you here. Jonny O is one of our new subscribers and actually won the raffle at the Harvest Fest to win a pair of Jordans.
Yes, sir.
That he's going to get at the end of this show. But, man, first of all right, we know we're rocking the Pick'em Pro mics.
I was looking at that.
Yeah, man, you wearing, I mean, that does kind of match the Cowboy blue, but, man, you want a Pick'em Pro mic?
I feel like that might be a little bit more suitable.
Yeah, man. Diego, man, you want to switch with our guy?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Let's switch
Hey,
my
man,
guy
I
down.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Let's switch up. Let's switch
this
up.
is, yeah.
There we go.
A lot more comfortable.
You official. Yeah, you got to be part of the Pick'em Pro
Yeah.
fam, man.
We'll have to get a couple more of these. I
Yeah,
think.
we'll order a couple more,
All
man.
right.
We'll make sure that happens. Well,
Okay.
man, welcome, dude.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. I'm
Yeah.
excited. This is
So-
awesome.
So we met you at the Harvest Festival in
Yep.
Clayton, North Carolina. So we all reside in Clayton, North Carolina.
Yep.
Diego and I were there. We had a booth. That was our first time doing anything like that.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. You
Thank
guys had
you.
it set up really good.
Thank you. So, and then we were giving away a pair of J's just randomly to one of our new subscribers. All you had to do was come by the booth and register, and you could become a subscriber. And you did that. You became a subscriber, and you actually, now it's funny. I have to confess with this, and I think I told you this on the phone.
Yeah.
A lot of people, my wife doesn't know this, so my wife don't get mad at me. But you actually were not the first name picked.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, I do remember
told
you
you
telling me that. Yeah.
You're not the first name picked. So actually, you were the third name picked, actually. So the first name picked, it was funny because first name picked, they wrote it so ineligibly, we couldn't contact them.
Oh, wow.
So I reached out to the number and never heard back.
Yep.
So they, sloppy handwriting, weren't able to catch them.
They lost
All
it.
right, so that was number 1. Then the second one, honestly, I'm not going to say who, but, we put a lot into this. We wanted some excitement.
Right.
You know what I mean? We wanted some
Right.
excitement. And when we reached out, it was very lackluster.
Didn't give you the right vibes.
They didn't give us the right. I was like, "Come on, man! This is our."
I remember.
You remember? Yeah, this was our first time doing anything like this. We were like,
Yeah.
"Come on, man!
Yeah.
Let's
Let's get some energy behind
let's
it,
get
right?
some energy."
Yeah.
So I was like, "All right, let me just go through this," and we took care of them. So
Yeah.
we gave them their prize. But then I looked through. I was like, "Come on, man! Something they got to give it to us. We put a lot into this."
Right.
And I was looking, and I came across the name Jonny O. And I said, and I didn't know it was you specifically, right? But I just had a certain vibe on it, and I said, let me just call him, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
matter
I
of fact,
remember this day.
Matter of fact, I texted you first,
Yeah.
'cause I just wanted to see how
Yeah.
quick you would respond.
Yeah.
And you text right away and had explanation points. I
Yeah.
was like, all right, this might be our guy.
Yeah.
And then I called you, and you were like, did I win? I was like, yeah.
Yo, at first, when you first initially texted me, hey, were you at the Clayton Festival today? It didn't really register with me because I'm like,
Right.
where'd this dude get my number, you know?
Right.
And then you called me like right as soon as I responded, and then when we talked, I was like, oh man, this is great, because I don't win nothing. I never win anything. And I win this, and you know, and here we are, man. This is awesome.
This is cool. This is cool.
I appreciate what you guys do for your following too, and all the causes that you guys support. I think it was awesome, and that
Thank you.
made the day for me too even better.
So let's go into the Cowboys.
All
so
right.
you're clearly dripping
Yeah.
here.
Yes, sir.
Is that a Witten jersey?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I did vintage. I got the vintage Cowboys jacket, thanks to
nice.
my wife.
Nice.
And
nice.
it's the vintage Winton jersey, team jersey.
Yeah.
The Cowboys have been a part of my life my whole life. And I think it probably stemmed from my dad.
Okay.
Because my dad was always a fan, you know, very similar to y'all too. You know, just like this.
Yeah.
My dad's my best friend. But he was always rooting and cheering for the Cowboys, and you know, I think it just kind of developed into what it is now. And it's an upsetting day when they lose.
Yeah.
Like this past week.
Man.
Them refs. I think they just got off reffing a high school game.
Yeah.
And they came right into the pros and tried to call a fair game, and they sure didn't.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough.
True.
But yeah, the Cowboys have always been a big part of my life.
Always.
My whole family's life, really.
Yeah, man. So you then lived through the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Glory days.
Yeah,
The glory. Trying to get
the
back
glory
to
days.
That's right.
They definitely with Aikman and Irvin, you know, Elvin Harper.
Yes.
What?
Elvin Harper,
and Charles Haley.
Yeah.
I mean, look, not to take anything away from Micah Parsons, but
right. Oh yeah.
The game's played different than it was then. I think some of these players nowadays are a little weak sauce, and if they were to play with the 90s teams, they'd probably get a reality check, really.
It's a different. You wouldn't have quarterbacks playing deep into their 40s. Not like they play now.
You're right. Well, you got to get that protection, man.
Yeah,
that line is important for you.
Exactly.
But the 90s were great for us.
Man. All right. So have you been to the new stadium yet, or the old, or
I have not.
Yet?
I was at the Monday night Buffalo Bills Dallas game where Romo threw 5 picks and we still won the game. Look, that game was epic, man.
Wow.
And being in Buffalo, because those boys,
the
Bills Mafia, they don't play.
Yeah.
Shout out Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's if they lose, especially to the Cowboys, you aren't gonna hear the end of it, man.
I want to talk about the Super Bowl. Okay.
Here we go.
So I know you're a Cowboy, clearly.
I would love
Cowboy
to have
fan.
that happen, but
do you pick? So let me see how objective you are. Do you pick the Cowboys every single year?
No, absolutely not.
No. Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
We can barely solidify a spot in the playoffs, man.
Okay.
So
all right.
Look, I'm a fan, but I gotta keep it real.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's not.
Yeah.
Of course, I want them to go.
Yeah.
You know,
of course.
Who doesn't want their team to go to the Super Bowl? But I'm a realist too.
Right.
And sometimes there's mistakes made that create that little wall that they just can't break through. You know.
Right.
So I don't have high hopes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. This is good. Objective. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna give our Super Bowl prediction.
Okay.
We're gonna do that. So Diego, we're gonna start with you, my man. I know we've already done it officially, but some folks may not have seen that. So Diego, what's your Super Bowl matchup? Who's going to the Super Bowl?
Well, my prediction was the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. Okay. So that's what I had at the beginning of the year, and I'm sticking with that because even though the Niners started off kind of they started off great, and now they're kind of shaky. I still believe in them. And the Bengals kind of the opposite. They started off shaky, and now they're winning a couple of well. So
that's a good
like
pick.
That. Okay, all right. So let's have you go next, Johnny. So what's your Super Bowl
all right,
matchup?
so
Who's playing?
AFC Buffalo.
Ooh, Buffalo. Okay.
And I think NFC Niners.
Yeah. Okay. Niners. All right.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think that's I'll take a bet on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a great matchup. Okay. And who's winning?
Buffalo.
Ooh, Buffalo.
By
okay.
3.
Josh Allen.
By 3.
3. Okay. Josh Allen and Diggs.
Yes.
Okay. All right. They're gonna get now. They're not gonna get into any more squabbles and whatnot?
Well, let's hope not. I mean, look, we got to keep that stuff off camera, man.
Right,
That's bad for the sport. Like, yeah. Hopefully, yeah, they can get it together and just show up and
right.
make something happen. Because that'd be my second favorite team, really.
That'd be okay. So so interesting. So before I go into my pick, let me give you a little more history here. So my family are big Cowboy fans. So my folks live in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
My parents live in Dallas. I have a younger brother that lives in Dallas who didn't always live in Dallas. He lived in Chicago. We moved to North Carolina. In 2000, they moved to Dallas, and I stayed here.
Okay.
So we go, matter of fact, we'll be in Texas for Thanksgiving. We'll be there for the whole thing.
You going to go to the game?
Probably not. Probably not. But I had for about 3 years, I had season tickets to the Cowboys.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In the new stadium?
In both. I started in the old stadium.
Yep.
And for a couple of seasons, I had them in the old, and I would sell the tickets that I wouldn't. So I went to maybe 2 or 3 games a year, sold the rest.
You can sell them tickets quick.
Was able to sell them.
Yeah.
And then I was able to then get into the new stadium. So I kept them for at least the first year. So I went to the new stadium when they opened. I haven't been there since.
Oh, really?
But I went there the first year, and then I couldn't hold on to them. But I had for about 3 years. I had tickets. So I went to.
I knew deep down
back then.
You're definitely a Cowboys lover.
But I was so frustrated during the Garrett, and when they would be 8-8, and they would not fire Garrett, that I went to, because we were at the barbershop before we came here, and they were like, "Are you gonna tell them the stories?" I was telling them about you, how you're a Cowboy fan. They said, "Make sure you tell them the story. Make sure you tell them the story." I was so mad. I came into the barbershop with all my Cowboy stuff.
Without it?
With it.
Okay.
And was giving it away.
No.
And said, "Who wants it?" I was so mad because I was like, does he have pictures on Jerry Jones? Like, why would Jerry Jones keep him?
Right.
I was so mad that I admit, and it's hard for me to admit it because I'm like, that's weird, but whatever. But I did.
I feel like the first year he coached, though, it was like there was like that slight hope.
Yeah.
Right? Because
it looked good at first.
We could deal with him.
Yeah, I was fine.
Right. And then like you said.
Yeah.
You just keep
year after year after year.
You're consistently getting worse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's not what we need.
And he would not just stuck with it. So yes, I was very, very aggravated.
You
very,
gave it
very
away.
Upset, man.
Gave away your gear.
I was so bad. Very bad. So with that, then I wouldn't pick the Cowboys for years and years and years. So this year, my pick for the Super Bowl, to go to the Super Bowl at the NFC, actually is the Dallas Cowboys. Wow. I picked the Cowboys to start the season.
Okay.
My pick for the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens.
That's great.
And that's who I picked before, and it's on camera. And I picked the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. That was my
What about the Ravens strikes you?
Man, I love their defense.
Yeah.
I think they're just tough. They're just
always
a
been
tough team. And I love the Bengals. I picked the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl. The year they went to the Super Bowl, I was hit on that. And then I became, you follow the show, you'll see I fall in love with my picks.
Yeah.
So if
I
make
definitely
a pick,
noticed that. Yeah.
If I make a pick and if it hits, then that's my team.
You know what's even funnier about all those picks that you make? You don't let Diego live it down either. Like, I was, you gotta,
you know it. So when I picked the Celtics to go to the final, even though they didn't win, they went far. Now the Celtics are. So I'm like a total bandwagon guy. I'm totally on just my pick. If I make a pick and it hits, then that's like my team now all of a sudden. So anyhow, I say all that to say, just going back to with the Bengals, I'm very high on the Bengals, and I think they're really good. But I think the Ravens are a really bad matchup for them. I don't think they want to see the Ravens. So as I'm just looking at the matchups and how everything falls, I think they're going to run into the Ravens, and I think the Ravens will be not. Lamar's got his money. He's going to play through whatever. I just think they're going to get over the hump, and I think that's just not a good matchup.
Anybody makes that kind of money, you got to show up.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
I think that's a good prediction.
Yeah. So
I can get on board with that.
We'll see how it falls out. But, man, can you imagine if because I've tried to explain this because Diego's 13, right? So he knows just because all the shows, all they talk about are Cowboys so they can have ratings because that's the number one team as far as just fans. You either love them or hate them, right? There's that. But explain to Diego just how crazy it will be if the Dallas Cowboys are in the Super Bowl.
Oh, look, social media will probably blow up, man. Because back in the 90s, there was none of that, right?
Yeah.
And it was always like tabloids and like newspapers and like word of mouth. Now it's like you said, it's love or hate. Yes. And if the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl, you will see so many Cowboy fans come out of the woodworks and remember that they are a Cowboys fan. I promise you that.
You might see me.
Yeah. Hey, your dad might go get some new gear, man. You never know.
I'll get some pride.
See, I told you I was always a fan.
That's right. I'll be like, man, I was just joking. Come on. Who would really do that, right?
I was just a little mad.
I was just a little mad. I had a moment.
Yeah. It's okay to have moments, man.
That's right. So, man, let's talk about, because, again, we got to give you the shoes.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We're going to end on that. But before we do that, man, let's just talk about the other sports that you're in. So, NBA. Yeah. If you follow the NBA, who's your team?
So, bandwagoner.
Okay.
All right. I've always been a Lakers guy.
Okay.
But now that, LeBron's there and he's probably going to end up ending his career there.
Sure.
And what a way to pay homage to the Lakers and the late, great Kobe, man. Like, two of the greatest players to ever do it in the game at L.A. Like, I think I've always been a Lakers fan. Yeah. And obviously, come on, man. Can't go wrong with our boy there, Curry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Warriors.
I like the Warriors homer right here.
Just something about how he does the, the flick that he does, and it's just goes right in. Sick. You ever seen any of the videos of he does like pregame warm-ups? He's shooting full court shots and just sinking them. Like, how do you do that?
It's ridiculous.
The dude's savage, man.
Just switching gears 1 second.
That's fine.
Just on the skill level of his NBA players, man. Tell Johnny what you noticed just about warm-ups, about some of these players and shooting.
Yes, like all the players, like even the players that aren't great shooters, like Draymond. Like I saw Draymond during warm-ups. He's like knocking down
every shot
in the corners.
Right. And it's ridiculous. It's grind time.
Yes.
They eat, sleep, and breathe this sport, man. Yeah. And if that's what you're doing, I think, getting at the gym at 4 a.m. is, not now, but if you make it to that point or that level, that's what you're going to have to do to keep succeeding in the sport. But there's a lot of dedication.
Oh man, totally.
And these boys you see that miss shots, like you said, you see Draymond out there sinking them. Like, why aren't you sinking them in the game?
Right. Yeah.
It's a whole different.
It's a whole different thing.
Mindset. It's like golf, right? You go to the driving range and you're hitting them like boom, 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 and then you go out and play the round and you're like, I wasn't hitting them like this on the range.
Yes.
So it's weird. It's a lot of practice, a lot of dedication. Shout out to my brother Grant.
There you go. What's up, Grant? Man, so let's get to the main event, man. We got to give you these J's. But before we do that, we have a few extra items here, man. Pass that along. We got a tee.
It super official.
Yeah, we got to make it super official. We got the Pick'em Pros tee, the Pick'em Pros hoodie. So man, get you that there, and we got you a side. We know we're going into the holidays. You know what I mean? You're gonna be eating, you're gonna be grubbing. Your Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, so you have a lot of partying.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on my dad bod real quick here, man.
Yeah. So we had to get you exercise there, but man, let me hand you these bad boys right here. Diego, pass those on over to him, man.
Diego, thank you, man.
Yes.
Derrick, thank you.
You bet.
This is epic. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Authenticated.
Yes. Authentication. We had to go StockX. That's the only way.
Boy.
To know we're getting the right shoe.
These.
Ooh. Oh, man. Look at that.
Ironically, I wore the right.
And they rock. They fit.
What? See?
That's the perfect match.
Now you got me wanting to put them on my feet.
Yeah, man. Oh, those are fire.
Courtesy of Pick'em Pros.
That's right.
Like and subscribe.
That's right.
My man needs more followers than you could possibly imagine to make it to the point where we need to get, man.
That's right.
This is awesome, and this is how you do it right here.
Thank you.
Giving back to the community and the fans. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank
yes.
you.
Hey.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Good. Hey, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, man. But no, congratulations. Thanks for stopping by and checking us out. Thanks for all your enthusiasm.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
You know, promoting us. That's what it's all about. And for everybody else that follows us, hey, tell your friends because we want to do this more and more. This is just the beginning. Not only are we going to give away shoes, but, man, I'm trying to grow this enough and make the right relationships in the sports world where we can give away VIP trips. What? You know what I'm saying? Become a subscriber, join our raffle to go to a game with us, go to the Duke Carolina game tonight with us, and sit on the 50-yard line.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And meet the players, and like that's what we're growing.
Look,
this
that's
thing
what
to,
it's
man.
about, man.
You know
like
what I'm saying?
giving back and just letting the people know, especially your followers, like we care about you, man. You know,
right.
And you genuinely, and I'm saying this from personal experience right now, that you genuinely care about your followers and your fans, and I think that's great because look at the relationship we've built just from a raffle.
That's it.
And here we are sitting here talking. I think it's awesome, man. Thank you very much.
Right. Hey, you bet, man.
Yeah.
You bet. Well, hey, pleasure to have you here, man. Thank you for bringing your family out. And, man, we'll have you on again and keep this thing rolling.
Well, let's do it, man.
Hey, enjoy sports. Enjoy family, man. Continue to check us out. We're going to sign out like we always do. Pick 'em
Pros.